Hello, this is Palico Patch and welcome back to more of the Curious Expedition. And we are on Expedition 4 with Amelia Earhart. It's not going well. It's not going that well, really. I've definitely had better runs, especially the last run. The last one was super duper compared to this one. But we're surviving. We're not really going to accomplish what I'd like to accomplish in this go, which would be to get to the end with 2 Trek members fully leveled up. As it stands right now, we keep losing the people we've leveled up for unknown reasons. Well, I say unknown reasons. We lost one person in a crack in a cave, and the other one we decided to shoo away one evening because he was being a bit loud, keeping the rest up, you know, party morale and all that, and disappeared. I don't know if he got eaten, don't know if he wandered off, don't know if he got taken away by tribespeople. Who knows? Who knows? We'll never know. We'll never know. That is one of the mysteries we'll never get to the bottom to. But we're just doting on the past here. It's all about the future. So where can we go this time? We have the curious drylands over in South America, which has just a standard golden pyramid. We have the Wohomi drylands, which also has a golden pyramid. Has quite a few villages in that one. What about the first one? That one has quite a few shrines, so that's a good one. And then we have the defiled drylands in Australia, and that has a buried golden pyramid with a fair few villages as well. I think Wohomi drylands, a couple of tombs, a couple of shrines, lots of villages. I think we're going to go to the curious drylands. There seems to be a few more shrines in that and not as many villages, which is all good. So off to the curious drylands it is. After a good night's rest, I arrived at the docks. We had some more time before the ship would be ready, so I saw if there was anything I could do. The gentleman was stunned. He wouldn't have thought that we were able to return within 80 days, but I had proven him wrong. He rewarded us for our efforts, and we were given 100 funds as a reward for our efforts. Awesome. A scientist approached me this morning with a request. He told me about a mysterious box that was buried somewhere in the area we were headed to. He promised to reward us handsomely if we'd brought it back to him. Right. So does that mean you give us the map and the shovel? Who are you? Erwin Schrödinger. As in Schrödinger's cat? Is that Schrödinger? Yeah? Don't know. Schrödinger's, if it is Schrödinger's cat, if you're not aware, I'm sure you are. You're all very intelligent people who watch my videos. A scientist put a cat into a box with some poison, and he didn't know when the poison was going to be released into the box. So at that point, he theorised that at that time, whilst the cat was in the box with the poison, not knowing if the poison had been released or not, that cat was both alive and dead. I'm not sure what that's supposed to distinguish. It just sounds a bit sadistic to me, but there you go. So I think that was Schrödinger. Anyway, so we'll accept it. Why not? He nodded gratefully and wished us luck. Before his departure, he warned us to not open the box. As I was one of the most famous explorers, tales of my previous expeditions had attracted quite some attention. I was approached by several capable persons who were eager for adventure. Who did I want to recruit? Right. So yeah, we ate our dog as well, didn't we? That's why we got 2 spaces. That is rubbish. So we can have James Sterling the diplomat, Captain Eugene Durant the soldier, or Shabana Soabij the translator. So we've always done well with Jim Sterling, and I really like his buff of being able to decrease prices with the locals. That does help out a lot. We have Captain Eugene Durant, who is a combat spirit, which is Santi-Game from fighting, that's terrible English. And then we have Shabana Soabij, who is the translator and is good with the indigenous population, although he is superstitious straight off. I think, for the sake of not overcomplicating things, is he got anything wrong with him? No, Domhnall's good. So we'll go with Jim Sterling, just so we get his buff. We could use a helping hand and welcome James Sterling in our trek. I rejoiced as the ship was ready to leave the harbour. Thank God for me, indeed. Thank God for you, sir. So let us purchase some equipment. Now we're going to need to buy 1 shovel. So we'll do that so we can find this thing to dig up. We're going to need all the foods. So we'll take all the foods. We've got plenty of rope. A few more torches wouldn't go amiss. We're going to the dry land, so we're not going to have to worry about water. We've still got 1 medical First aid kitty thingy. Do we take some dynamite? We don't need machetes. Plenty of rope. How much is dynamite? 10. We'll take 2 dynamite as well. I think that makes sense. So that's 4, but only 3 of these new items will actually fill spaces. So we've got 1 spare item. Awesome. Let's do it. My heart jumped with joy as I heard that the ship was prepared to leave the harbour. Okie dokie. Let us set sail onto Expedition 4. Generating shrines. Whimsy. Generating whimsy. You can never have enough whimsy, can you? Well, apparently you can. There we go. Back to the old ways. We just magically teleported into the middle of the map. Love it. Love it. After weeks of travelling, we arrived at our expedition area. The land lay open in front of us, like an invitation to an adventure. Thank God for you, Jim. Yes, we've already said that. Right, so let's go. Let's go. So we're on a 6-region map now. We've got a fair few things around us, already next to a stone circle. Might as well go there first. Don't want to be upsetting people too early, but we'll see what happens. We came across a stone formation that was obviously man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Maybe they formed a kind of map. Let's have a look. We began to analyse the inscriptions and found that they would help us to gain insight into the location of the shrines in this land. Reveal the shrines. That is good. Just the 2 shrines. Just the 2 shrines. Okay. Well, that shrine's very close to our ship. I've got a feeling that whatever we do at that shrine is going to knock us off our game. But not want to dilly-dally. We'll see what happens. Explore the cenote. Using handholds cut into the rock, we climbed down to a small patch of grass by the pond. It was so deep that we could not catch a glimpse of the bottom. Well, that's deep. Let's look into the well at night. We waited until the moon's rays illuminated the water. During a paranormal occurrence, a spirit appeared floating over the water. He told us about a hidden region that was said to host a rare breed of white tigers. We made sure to mark the location for our next expedition. After this miraculous occurrence, the spirit disappeared into thin air. Might as well wait until the dawn then. After a rather uncomfortable night, we were ready to head out again as new adventures waited for us. Awesome. Never done white tiger regions before. That could be interesting. You know what? We're running around. New site unlocked. Awesome. Right. We haven't even looked at the map. So, it's got the cenote next to it. But not that cenote. And it's sort of diagonal to the left 2 and then grass above it. So it would be 1, 2. So it would be the equivalent of being there. But obviously not there because that's not the right cenote. So... just ignore what I said. Just ignore it. Right, so should we go and check out the shrine and see what it is? We've got this magnetic mountain. We could always blow the magnetic mountain up. That might be good. Let's get up onto the hill. Let's have a good look around first. Oh, we've got some raptors in the area. That's nice. Oh, and tigers. And elephants. Oh my. It looks like that is going to be blocked off, which will help us a little. We might as well head over into this direction. So let's... what should we do? Let's go to the shrine. Let's see what the shrine has to offer. We stood before a temple comprised of huge stones. Its stone walls even were covered with ornate engravings. The portal that led within emanated an eerie chill. A thick layer of sand seemed to surround the structure. That is good. That's a good curse to have. We carefully entered a well-preserved ceremonial chamber. If this place held any riches, I knew we would find them here. An altar flooded by light throned in its centre. Please, for the love of God, only have the one item. Rubbish. Okay. Well, we've lost the sailor, so let's take the gold and the moonstone and get rid of the custom flare. No, let's keep the custom flare. We can use the custom flare when we leave here. Awesome. This was not a day of hesitation. We took the artifact from the altar. We grabbed what we could and hurried outside as the whole area behind us began to wither and die. We could not tell how, but it seemed like we had caused some kind of shift in the climate of this region. Ooh, spooky. In which case, let's continue. So everything around here is going to die. No problems. No problems with that at all. Let's use the custom flare. Rubbish. Can I get away with using this anywhere? Is it just on the edge I can use it? That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Oh well, for the sake of getting a little bit of use out of it, we'll uncover that little bit. So that should be region analysed. Right, so we can upgrade our people. I'm thinking... Enter mission. Oh, we can send our stuff home. That would be good. So, let's enter the mission. We entered the mission and were welcomed by an old missionary. He was seemingly happy to see new faces. They had been out here for longer than he cared to remember. So let's access the storage room. The priest allowed us access to the mission storage room and promised us that he would have all items sent back to the civilized world for us if we wouldn't be able to pick them up again ourselves. Wow, that was really a mouthful for me for some reason. I have no idea why I struggled with that. Right, well, we want to get rid of the skull. Do we want to get rid of anything else? Not really. You could do with holding on to the rest. Again, I'm not too sure what to do about this moonstone. We might need it. So we'll send the skull back. At least that's a little bit of moolah sent back. Once we were done with the storage room, the missionary returned to his everyday duties. Let's see what he's got to trade. The pastor produced some of his supplies. So he has another treasure map, some medical stuff and some beans. How many beans can we get? None. He's way too expensive. Screw you, missionary. We were not able to come to an agreement with the missionary. We said our goodbyes and he wished us luck. New discoveries await. Okie dokie. Well, I'm guessing we're going to be heading to the west. We'll attack that shrine. We can always come back east. If we can't make it, we can always go back to the boat. It's a shame we haven't got somewhere we can rest, actually. We'll have to eat some chocolate. Let's go with half of the chocolate. And 43 to 44. Let's get up on the hill. Let's get up on the hill and see what we can see. Wow, there's just like danger everywhere. This is ridiculous. Right, there's no cenote yet. But we're by the shrine, so... yeah, it looks like we're going to have to take on the giant scorpion. Awesome. Come on then. Ah, 2 giant scorpions. So, 20. We can't take on 2. There's no way we're going to survive 2. No way at all. We have to leg it. Our only hope was escape. I found that while running we lost some of our inventory on the way, and it would appear we lost the map. 1 item slot overburdened. Okay, there we go. So they are quiet now. I'm done. Thank you. Alright, so let's go to the other side whilst they're sleeping, get out of their way. And get into that shrine. A large building loomed in front of us. It was a bold testament to the power of its creators. The portal that led within emanated an eerie chill. The ground around the structure felt hot when touched. It was still possible to walk the ground, but the potential source of this heat was disconcerting. We carefully entered a well-preserved ceremonial chamber. If this place held any riches, I knew we would find them here. An altar, flooded by light, throned its centre. I do apologise about my reading today. I have not put my teeth in. Or my brain, whichever you prefer. Ooh, okay, what's that? What's that do? Tome page of drylands. Okay, well that'll stack. We'll carry that, and we'll take that and then use it to counter whatever happens once we get out of this throne, I think. I would not leave empty-handed. We took the artifact from the altar. The moment we obtained the treasure, the earth began to shake wildly. We hurried outside as the shrine collapsed and a huge volcano erupted, spitting his fire like a vengeance to our sacrilege. Oh, nice. Oh, there's two. Awesome. Okay. Now we're going to have to... We're going to have to head down. Let's eat all our chocolate. And head to this question mark here. We had gotten completely surrounded by fire. Somehow I lost track of Donald McFarlane. His body immediately catched fire, but we were unable to reach him. I wish I could have saved him. What? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, in which case we upgrade. Congratulations, Jim. You get automatically promoted. We can't carry stuff. Let's use the Tome of Drylands. We're still carrying too much. The shovel's no... Oh, okay, didn't mean to do that, but that doesn't matter. Right, let's get to over here and explore. We approached an old campsite, likely the remains of a failed expedition before us. All the bones we found had been cracked open and, as it seemed, sucked dry. Oh dear. I was sure we would find something valuable here. I told the people to form small teams and investigate the surroundings. We were delighted to see that one of the corpses was still clinging to valuable equipment. Clanging, same thing. Please have food. We'll take those. I'm not worried about the bullets. We just need to get enough sanity to abandon this, because it's going terribly. So it's 16 to get to there, 28 to get to there. Let's have a look. Curiosity's got the better of me. Let's go and have a gander. Let's see what it is. A cave. Let's explore the cave. We approached a cave. It led deep into the darkness. We required a torch to explore its secrets. So let's go on in. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We were surprised to see that this was just the entrance to a long underground tunnel. So let's explore the tunnel. We marched through the darkness of the tunnel. I was relieved when I saw a beam of light shining from the exit. Ah. Okay. Okay. So that's 60 to there. It's 24 to there. Okay. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. We are going to go to this question mark here. We're going to loop around to the cave here, and then we're going to go all the way back to the ship, because this is just a write-off. In fact, let's cancel that. Let's go to there instead. It's a bit closer. Over the hills. Explore, or enter the stone circle. We came across a stone circle that was obviously man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each map. Maybe they formed a kind of map. My God, my brain's on backwards. We began to analyse the inscriptions and found that they would help us to find out more about the location of the shrines in this land. Who'd have thunk it? We found them already. So, onto the cave. Explore the cave. We found a cave. The entrance seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We required a torch in order to venture into its depths. So let's do that. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We found a chamber. The walls were covered with seemingly prehistoric paintings that depicted a route to an isolated region many miles away. We took some time to document them for later research. Okay. Right, so I presume that's yet another place we can go to, which will be more interesting than the normal ones on the next go, if we make it. We've got to travel 49 spaces without losing anyone. Jeez. Well, we've got no other choice. Just got to go for it. So, please, don't die. Okay, someone's gone. Anxiety spread amongst the group. We found that James Sterling had been so nervous that he dropped an item during the last leg of our journey. I'm not sure if you really know what you're doing. If you think you know better, why not tell us what to do? Wow. Amelia doesn't take any crap, does she? I don't know what we've dropped. I don't think we have dropped anything, have we? Okay. Let's just get home. Let's avoid the raptor. Or not, as the case may be. One raptor. One raptor, 12 life. One raptor, 12 life. Right. Let's go. Damage 6. Multi-attack. Boom. Take you out. Roll. Triple attack for 3. Quick shot for 2. And that's all I can do. Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do. So we're going to take a little bit of a hit. That's fine. Amelia's hardy. She's fine. Boom. Dead. We stripped what was useful from the dead. Right, so let us take... Get rid of the torch because they're pretty cheap. We'll take the skin. We'll keep the first aid kit, I think. They're not... Teeth aren't worth a lot, are they? So there's no point taking those. That'll do. That'll do. Get us home. I've had enough. Return to the ship. We returned to our ship. I paused and appreciated the beauty of our vessel. We're just going to have to sail home, I'm afraid. I had to ask myself again, did I really want to abort this expedition? Yes, you did. There was nothing we could have done. Our time for departure had come, so we put our crates on the ship and set sails. The unexplored shall stay unexplored for today. Wow, wow, wow. So we don't get anything off that. Oh dear. And so begins the fall of Amelia Earhart. Yeah! Right, so what we've been offered this time. We have the heavy carrier, gain 2 additional inventory slots. That might come in useful since we can't seem to keep hold of people. We've got the occult vision, reveals the locations of all stone circles and increases the radius when analysing them. That's not bad. And then we have jungle explorer, reduce movement costs in thick jungle. I think we're going to go for the heavy carrier because we need the help. I'm overwhelmed. And that is us officially caught up. As I said, it only takes that one bad expedition and you're done for. Right, so we have no food, we have no money as it stands right now, and we're only just in 3rd place. That's nothing to worry about too much. Let's sell the raptor skin. We're going to keep the moonstones. We're going to gift the vase, which puts us very close to who's number 1, Dion Fortune, and then we'll sell the skull to give us 80 funds, and then we'll just have to be a bit tighter with our money next time round. So there we go. That was Expedition Form. I think I want to go for a lie down, guys. This is Expedition 4. Bit of a rubbish one, all in all. Luck wasn't on our side. My teeth wasn't in properly. My brain is the wrong way around. I think we better end it there. So thanks for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.